All right, we're unmuted.
Good evening. This is HNN. The Holotable News Network is you're not even remotely close to around the clock. Star Wars, Galaxy of Heroes, news, reactions, reviews, theory crafting, and more source. I'm Sir Georges, your host, and today we're joined by my distinguished co-host, Celiac Sarah.
How are you?
Very good. And we've got two special guests with us, Calvin Awesome and Tilo Mad from the Mad Awesome Show.
Well, guys, how's it going?
Welcome, guys. So tell us about your show.
Yeah, pimp your stuff.
Go for it,
Wow.
Calvin.
We got to that really quick. I wasn't prepared. I thought I would have
Me neither. It just came out of my mouth. I wanted
an hour to
thing that
mentally
popped in my
prepare for
head.
that. No, but both me and Tilo were both GAC enthusiasts. Neither of us have, just a little bit of background, neither of us have exactly maxed accounts. Like, we are fairly end game. We have, I think, 5 GLs each, so we're kind of always on that punching up type of deal, or underdogging a lot of these matches in K1. But we stream our matches, and then we come together once a week to just talk about the game, talk about Star Wars lore, have some fun. We have a fun game that we'll actually be sharing with you guys here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You, Sarah, and Sergi will be able to take part in that, so that'll be actually really fun. But yeah, that's what we do.
I like it.
Sweet. Well, after our show, you guys can go check them out.
It's good.
How many episodes have you guys made already?
So we had an old system where we
Yeah.
probably had, I want to say, 8 episodes or so. It wasn't a whole lot, but I think in the new system we're up to what now? 4, Tilo?
No, we're at 6 now.
Oh wow,
Nice.
my bad. Good, someone's counting.
As long as it's not me.
Maybe the old one wasn't 8 either. I don't know.
I think the old one was a lot more, to be honest.
Man. It was, because we did those lore ones too. Yeah, don't listen to me.
Oh man.
Cool. Don't listen to him, but listen to him on his podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Plenty to go back and listen to. But first, we've got Fifth Brother,
Yeah.
the last of the necessary Inquisitors for the legendary event coming up, where you can get the Grand Inquisitor, who the developers said, with his Omicrons, should go toe-to-toe with Galactic Legends,
Mm-hmm. In territory war.
which is crazy.
Yep.
My
And-
least favorite game mode.
Facts.
And our biggest hint of a impending 3v3 Grand Arena is coming, because they have just added specific Omicrons
Mm-hmm.
and updated character kits
Mm-hmm.
to fit 3v3, including a Tusken Raider Omicron that we will have to get into.
I've already, side note, had someone message me to be like, talk me out of doing it.
Oh, I'll talk you out of it.
It is the IPD
Yeah.
of GAC.
Oh.
Either you don't need it because you're so far end game, or you don't have it geared because you're so far new game. There is, if you want to do it for funsies, have at it for funsies, but I would never recommend it for a competitive player.
Oh man.
Agreed. Yeah, we'll get there. I know, Sarah, you said we weren't going to do Bantha.
Yeah.
That's my Bantha in the room.
All right, we can discuss your feelings.
But first, let's go over Fifth Brother's kit.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, will you do the honors?
Oh, I'm so excited. First of all, I'm pumped I didn't have to wait a week to read this.
I know, yeah.
Okay, so do I really need to read all of his tags? Because we know that he's dark side, unaligned force user, inquisitorious, empire, all this fun stuff. I had a really fun thought.
Is
Can
he
I
a leader?
just say? He is a
Is he a
leader.
leader?
He is a leader. He's
Okay.
also support.
Okay, that's good. Now that we got all that out of the way.
Isn't like the phrase unaligned force user kind of misleading, because they're in game you're dark side or light side, so then aren't you aligned?
It's
I'm right there with you.
so from their perspective, it's just you aren't aligned with the Jedi or the Sith. I think is really what that's the only thing they can be getting at. Because you're exactly right. You're not to be a true unaligned Force user. You have to be neutral.
Right?
The closest in lore is probably like Ahsoka. And that's the closest one.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I see what you guys are saying. I do think that yes, it is mostly whether you're Jedi or Sith.
Yeah, I
There's
agree.
no overlap there. There is no Jedi that is unaligned Force user, and there's no Sith that is unaligned Force user.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think it has to do with mostly people that are so untrained that they don't pull from the dark or the light side. Like you won't see an unaligned Force user using Sith lightning because you have to be very dark side.
The only thing that I take back on that one is the Inquisitors were actually Jedi before they were Inquisitors. They were fully trained Jedi Knights.
That's a good point.
That is weird.
Yeah, both Cat and Maul are both very powerful.
Yeah.
They both went through those ranks before getting to unaligned Force user.
Mm-hmm. I'm just being super nitpicky for the sake of being nitpicky.
I'm right there with you though.
All right, okay. Let's actually read this kit. So we get another whirly lightsaber maneuver with this basic. I shall go on. Deal.
Alone.
I shall go alone. Sorry. Why did I say? Yeah. Why did I say I shall go on?
Sounded fancier.
Okay, so deal special damage to target enemy. If the enemy is debuffed, inflict a stack of purge. If the enemy is a Jedi, inflict another stack of purge. Inflict tenacity down for 2 turns. No wampa. These debuffs can't be resisted. Cool.
That's good. That's good.
Sounds
I always like a tenacity down on the basic.
Yeah. Sounds super straightforward. Okay, so his first special, the kill is mine. Another whirly lightsaber toss. Dispel all buffs, inflict defense down for 2 turns, then deal special damage to all enemies. Ooh, so an AoE dispel. That's fun. Inflict a stack of purge to all enemies. If the target already had purge, inflict expose for 2 turns. Grant all allies potency up for 2 turns. These debuffs can't be resisted. That's fun. I like that.
That's not bad at all.
Okay. Second special is a Zeta, Shrouded in Darkness. Deal special damage to target enemy and inflict vulnerable for 2 turns. For each stack of purge on the target, all Inquisitorious allies gain 10% protection up. Stacking, not staking. Nobody proofread this. For 2 turns. If the target...
That's true.
If the target has at least 3 stacks of purge, gain damage immunity for 1 turn. Yikes. Stun the target for 1 turn. And if the enemy was a Jedi, inflict fear on all non-Jedi enemies for 1 turn. Which can't be copied, dispelled, evaded, or resisted. Woof. Woof.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Fear on all non-Jedi enemies. If the enemy was... So... You target a Jedi in the hopes of inflicting fear on anybody else on the team that's not a Jedi.
You hit GK and you fear Cat.
Right.
Good call.
So they don't get a 1-turn annihilate right away.
Interesting.
And this is a move where we got fear and doesn't need to kill somebody, doesn't need to target a leader.
Yep. Very true.
Should be very easy to do.
Yeah, all you have to do is target a specific faction. Okay. So his leader ability, I sense those we seek. So this is the Omicron. Final text, Empire allies deal 5% defense and max health. Inquisitorious allies gain an additional 30% defense and max health. If the enemy leader is a Jedi, inflict a stack of purge on the leader and all non-Jedi enemies at the start of battle, stacking for a max of 6, which can't be resisted. And whenever purge is consumed or dispelled on non-Jedi enemies, excluding galactic legends, they lose 3% speed, stacking to a max of 18% for the rest of the encounter. Whenever an ally Inquisitor uses a special ability, apply a stack of purge on the target enemy, which can't be evaded or resisted. Okay, so a lot of purge. And then in Territory Wars, if the enemy leader is a Jedi, excluding galactic legends, interesting, Jedi leader abilities that grant bonus speed to non-Jedi allies additionally remove 70 speed, and whenever a non-Jedi enemy gains retribution, dispel retribution and instead inflict expose for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. Whenever an enemy gains bonus turn meter, Inquisitorious allies gain 15% turn meter. Huh. Okay. So,
Yeah.
the one thing that I saw, because like I obviously haven't read the kit, but everyone talks on Discord, so I'm not totally spoiler free, is that this is just Shock 501st target specifically.
Hardcore.
Which
Yeah.
makes sense when you read it. But I've never seen a Shock 501st wall in Territory Wars. At least not at our level. I don't know
It's
about
been a
lower
long
down.
time.
Yeah. All right. I did see a Shock 501st team in my Grand Arena match last week, but not in Territory War.
I could definitely see it in a lot of the mid-range game or players, because gas is hard to get via get one.
Yeah.
And you need shock to get him anyways, and then you might as well have the clones ready. So I feel more comfortable speaking if I was in a mid-range guild, but I'm not. But I could see it being okay-ish.
I guess.
Oh snap! I was thinking shock as well, and
Right.
they mentioned shock,
Right.
but gas 501st. That's also
Oh.
a Jedi
With a
with a
non...
bunch of non-Jedi.
Yeah, you're right. With a non-Galactic Legend leader. Yep. Absolutely. And we definitely see those walls.
Yeah, that one you definitely do.
Yeah.
Yep. I wonder
Yeah.
if it will be enough, because I feel like he gets half of this. Like, for going back to the leadership Omicron,
Yeah.
to all leadership abilities that grant bonus speed to non-Jedi allies additionally remove 70. So you're getting that negative 70 versus shock, but like gas doesn't give bonus speed. So
Right.
but it's a give and take, because then, when they gain turn meter, because 5s still gains turn
Right.
meter regardless of shock or
Right.
not,
Mm-hmm.
you're still going to be getting that. So it's definitely shock, but yeah, gas might be on the table.
Yeah.
And
Interesting.
when you get it down to just General Skywalker,
Mm-hmm.
and he's getting turn meter every time you take a turn,
Mm-hmm.
now you're also going to get turn meter.
Yeah.
And there's days on
Yep.
the squad too. Like I forget which Inquisitor
Oh.
has it, so that might be interesting as well.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. And then he has a unique... a new target. So at the start of battle, if all allies are Inquisitorious, Fifth Brother has 100% plus 100% counter chance. Recover 5% health and protection whenever an enemy attacks out of turn. Yikes. If the enemy leader is a Jedi, whenever a non-Jedi enemy gains bonus turn meter, inflict provoked on them for 1 turn, which can't be resisted. Whenever a Jedi uses a basic ability during their turn, they are inflicted with breach at the end of their turn for 2 turns. And provoked is plus 100% counter chance. This character deals 90% less damage when attacking out of turn. Whenever this character attacks out of turn, it takes damage equal to 15% of its max health. This damage can't defeat enemies. That's hilarious. Cool. And then they included a FAQ for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they did.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen a FAQ on a kit reveal before, but okay.
I think it's a good thing.
A FAQ?
I think they did it here instead of in the developer insights.
Mm-hmm. Which,
Because
Yeah,
These
they
actually-
usually do it over there.
Right.
It makes sense because, like, how many people read the developer insights, to be honest?
Yeah. I mean, maybe half.
Yeah.
When it really belongs with the kit.
Yeah. But, I mean, how many people are going for a full Inquisitorius team right now, to be honest?
Not many.
Not many. Okay, so that's his kit.
Okay, so that unique
Yeah.
right there. So if the enemy gas team goes first,
Mm-hmm.
Rex gives everybody
He does his form up.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So then everybody gets provoked. And so then let's see, provoked only lasts one turn though.
Yeah, because they gain bonus turn meter. Yeah.
But if you can get Skywalker provoked, then every time he is countering, and it's usually devastating for him to counter
Yeah.
and hit you with his critical hits, now they deal 90% less damage. And he's hurting himself every time he counters.
I don't know if you can get it on him, though.
I'm trying to. Okay, we need to see the order. This is getting nerdy. We need to see the order of operations though for Rex because he cleanses and gives turn meter, and depending on which one he does first, will determine if the provoke actually sticks. Because if he gives turn meter first and he puts it and then dispels, then that kind of stinks. View form up mechanics. 1 second.
That's a good point.
It is. I think he does the turn meter first.
Sorry.
And then one thing I was thinking too is if gas counterattacks, will he get breach on him too because he's using a basic? I don't know.
I think
on
the
the
breach
counterattack.
has to be during his turn.
It has to. Isn't it turn meter, right?
Whenever it's a basic ability during their turn, they'll get
during
breach.
the turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they will still and that's on the unique too. So you don't even need him to be the leader in this case for that to happen.
Right. And so let's see. Rex will start off by giving everybody a little bit of turn meter because they won't have debuffs yet.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you have your squad, because your squad's going to get 15% turn meter from them getting turn meter. So you might, if your people are faster than Skywalker starting out, and the 15% turn meter will max it out to where you guys all have full turn meter, then your squad should go before Skywalker, even though everyone is tied for maxed out.
Yeah, you're right. You should overfill it because they get 60, and if there's 5 characters time, that's 75.
Yeah, 75. Get
and
at
it looks
15.
like the cleanse does happen first, so provoke should stick.
So he cleanses, and then everyone gets bonus turn meter.
Yeah,
and then
because
provoke.
some of the turn meter is based on the cleanse, so it has to come first.
Right, that makes sense.
Cool.
Oh,
that's kind of gross.
Yeah, I want to see how this will work versus Skywalker.
Cool. So I won't be testing this anytime soon.
Same.
Man, all right. Any other thoughts on him? This is the last one, right? Before the Grand Inquisitor, we have 5 now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Did it touch on it? Did it touch on the unique that they're all going to share?
No, not yet. That was they dumped that into the content update today. They put a whole lot of info with not a whole lot of info.
So overall, what do we think of Fifth Brother?
I'm waiting to see what it does in GAC specifically.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be good in TW, but I can chill on that. I really want to see what it does on GAC.
I mean, that's fair. I
think
like
he's one of the better. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I like his AoE dispel. That's pretty good. Like
yes,
I'll take that.
AoE dispel, a let's see, AoE protection up on allies
Mm-hmm.
with giving himself damage immunity
Oh yeah,
and stunning the enemy.
is
So
he
even if,
the only Inquisitor that does that so far?
yeah, the
Yeah.
damage immunity part, yeah.
Yeah.
And then fear on all enemies. So let's say Rex does his thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then fifth brother gets to go before the other clones or gas or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And
He can now,
he'll gain stealth.
yeah, he'll AoE and they have to have at least 3 stacks of purge.
I feel like you're gonna be throwing Purge out a lot with these guys, though.
Especially with
Yeah.
having tenacity down.
Yeah.
As much as I hate the mechanic in general, it is going to be important for this team.
Yeah.
True.
True. Yeah, and this tenacity down is just on your target. Like it's not an AOE, right?
Yeah, it looked like
Yeah.
it was like kind of like zombies or cruises.
Right. Right. All
It should be fun against Mon Mothma too, with Kyle in there.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I don't
Yeah.
think they did either.
No.
No,
Not a
they.
Jedi leader.
All the turn meter.
Oh, but he's not a
Not-
Jedi leader.
Oh,
Does that
no,
matter?
Leader for the unique.
It does.
Oh, never mind.
But he would
No,
get.
The unique was a little bit more friendly. Or am I wrong though? I've read this once.
Yeah.
They thought about it.
No, non-Jedi enemy gain. Or never mind. Sorry. No. Oh no, wait. You're right. Enemy leader. Wow. But he would
Start at
get.
the beginning of the sentence and work your way from there.
I didn't. I started in the middle and bounced around, as you
can
can
tell.
tell.
I can tell.
Yeah, you're totally right. Good call, Tilo.
But he would gain breach because he's a Jedi enemy. If he does a basic, he would get breach. But that's
And
about it.
during their
That would work
turn
too.
though, so that's never gonna be Kyle.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Short-lived.
Sad.
It sounded cool.
And Mon Mothma really didn't need another team to beat it. Like Iden and Wampa was already bad enough.
Right.
Oh man. All right. Cool. So that's him, I guess.
That's fifth brother. I think he's one of the better Inquisitors so far.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with them. Or
And
what
then
doesn't. Sorry.
And then just today, we got a new content update with some May the 4th previews. And let's see, I've got the content update pulled up.
Yeah.
It looks like they edited it. They did. They added stuff since I read
They
it.
did.
Yep.
Because before, when they first put it up, it had an Inquisitorious update, and then it skipped all of this stuff. It had the Tusken Raider Omicron. So
Right.
this coming soon and permanent change and all that, and Conquest info wasn't in there. So, yeah.
Okay. One of the things they added was that coming soon to shipments, the top 6 items will be generated specifically for your stage of the game.
I thought this was already happening.
They
I never
put it
heard about
in-
that.
They put it in so that it would be ready for it, but they hadn't actually put in the mechanics to make it happen.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I thought, so you know how,
When they swap the order.
yeah, and they put like the
Yes.
crystal stuff at the top and everyone accidentally spent their crystals.
Still haven't got my crystals back.
How did you not see that coming after the Bronzium thing? Like,
Right.
oh, that was such a dumb screw up.
But I thought that's what it was.
That was preparing for this, is what they said.
Which, I mean, I guess great. I wish it was there earlier because I hated scrolling for echelon shards this whole time.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's a good change. Hopefully, this is a stepping stone so that the shard shop can be larger bulk.
Yeah.
the guild currency, and
Cantina.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like if I'm an in-game player and Galactic War can only be used for shard chop currency now, let me get 20 character tokens shards in one go instead of having to click every single little one 4 times a day. In each of those shops, I literally have 130,000 of the currency saved up.
Oh man.
Just because I can't take.
I blow through mine so fast.
I'm
I don't
forever
have the
broke.
time.
I'm
That's
at
like 30
zero,
minutes.
man.
It feels like 30 minutes I'd have to spend clicking and clicking and clicking. And then I get more the next day. So I gotta go back in and click again. I can't do it. So I'm just letting it save up.
No.
That's awesome.
I just spend it all. And my crystals. Just like, it's gone.
I even look for characters I haven't upgraded. I did that a couple days ago. I'm like, hey, there's like 6 shards right here.
Let's see. In the Cantina store, I have 163,000.
Oh my goodness. I would buy like everything at that point. Just for the shard. I'd just be like, yep, take it all. Every time it refreshed.
I do. And it's only like 2,000 worth.
Oh my
And
goodness.
so I've got to keep doing it every flipping day.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my goodness.
I've got 142,000 guild store.
Oh
So
my
the
gosh.
normal raid currency.
I'd buy so much stuff.
131,000 squad arena. 127,000 galactic war.
Oh my goodness.
I would change my in-game name to Never Broke Again. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Wow. Man.
My get one. I've been spending some get one. Okay. So I'm only at 86,000
Oh my god.
get one.
I think I'm at like 3,000 and we just finished a territory battle.
I felt rich too with 3,000.
Yeah.
I have
100
surpluses
and-
of those built over because I don't know what to use them on entire. Like I think I have 50K of both,
Oh.
Right.
which isn't a lot.
I'm like, Kairos,
Yeah.
stun
See-
guns, carbs. Give me it all.
I see over
100
1,000, then burns a hole in my pocket. I'm like, hey, what are we buying?
Yeah.
Well, one of you can log in my game and spin this all for me.
We got the Grand Arena payout for the last week, and I had 5,800 crystals, and literally in 10 minutes, I was like, okay, we have 400 crystals.
I have 139,000 get two currency.
Oh my goodness.
So, and I spend that on the Chirotex all the time, but I can only get 5 or 10 at a time. They need to let me get 100 at a time.
That
That's
is
crazy.
mad.
That is crazy. But that's my experience.
I tend to agree with you, Sir G, though, just because like there's a lot. I've talked about this before. Like for quality of life things, I want the 15 to 20 minutes of just chore work that I do every day to be gone. Like
Yes.
I even like Conquest. Like I like playing Conquest, but I don't get anything out of simming Galactic War and then going to the store and clicking those 4 buttons every single day. I would rather
Yes.
have that time back.
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
fair point.
Yes.
And I would say that about anything that is simmable, I would say like I would just love to click one button and have my dailies be done. That's what I want, but completely unrelated topic.
Oh.
Or give us a slider. Like,
Mhm.
if you need these Cad Bane from the squad arena, don't make us log in every 6 hours to try to get 4 more. Just a slider. If I've got enough currency, let me get 180 at one time.
Yep. Well, especially like in the stuff that's locked, that's there every single refresh. You know, like Cassian's
Yes.
U-Wing is there every single time.
Right.
Just
Right.
Anyway, we're getting.
On to the more exciting Tusken Raider Omicron.
Hmm.
So,
Did you read-
I want to hear.
Did you read
I want
this
to hear
already?
thoughts on this. I did.
Okay.
It's cool.
It is cool.
Kinda. Okay, the unique for Tusken Raider,
Mhm.
which this is the Tusken that if you have Lord Vader, you had to relic up.
Yes.
So it's not a complete waste.
Oh, so it
It's
is on
actually-
the one that's at Relics.
Yes. So
Okay.
it's one that people might actually consider putting that on because they've already got him relic.
The catch is you need all three.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
You don't want to take your Gear 1 Tusken Shaman in?
I mean, you could, but
You mean my
CJ,
Gear 11 Tusken Shaman?
No.
they straight with this one. They straight said, "Gotcha."
I have a Gear 12 error because I confused my Tuskens when I was gearing up stuff for Lord Vader, and I did it on
No.
stream. So now it's this huge thing.
No.
Everybody,
Oh,
I got a bunch
hilarious.
of tags when this dropped. They're like, Calvin's already ready.
I'm dead.
Oh,
Is that the
Calvin.
noise you made after you did it?
I was like, well, I went and looked up his gear immediately. I'm like, oh, that wasn't that bad. It was only, I didn't need those 150 golden eyeballs.
No. Just use all that currency you've got hoarded.
So Tusken Raider has a new unique. Strength in numbers. He gains 15% offense for each living Tusken ally. And while in 3v3 Grand Arenas, so not normal Grand Arenas, not just all generic Grand Arenas,
Mm-mm.
but only in 3v3, and all his allies are Tusken at the start of battle, then now the Tusken Raider will gain taunt for 1 turn at the start of each enemy's turn. And if Tusken Raider is defeated while another Tusken ally is active, then Tusken Raider will revive with 100% health. All Tusken allies, because you have to all be Tusken at the start of battle.
Right.
So all Tusken allies gain 15% crit chance and crit damage, and 3 speed for each living ally. And whenever an ally is defeated, reduce the cooldowns of all allies by 1, and dispel all debuffs on them. That's nice.
Why 3 speed? Is it because there's only 3 of them?
3v3, three
that
of
gets you
them.
to 12, I guess, because of the summon. But I think it's very underwhelming. At least the speed
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Yes, it's weird. 3, and then at the start of the encounter, summon a Tusken Raider.
Okay.
Then
So-
the summoned Tusken Raider, their unique is the same as what we just read.
Oh.
So everything that we just read.
So it should double.
Yes.
So you
So
would.
you'll actually have 2 Tusken Raiders,
Mhm.
both taunting every time the enemy takes a turn, both coming back to life whenever you kill one of them.
Mhm.
So you've always got 2 taunting Tuskens as long as you have another Tusken alive on your team.
So hypothetically, if you kill Tusken Shaman and you're down to these 2 raiders, you need to AoE, right? Like you need to kill both of them at the same time. Because will they not just keep?
So I don't think you need to kill the summon. I think if you kill the main one and it's just the summon left, I don't think they can come back just by him, can they?
I don't know.
They got to have an active other Tusken
So
Raider.
if you kill the summon,
Okay.
he'll come back. But if you kill the main one, they just die.
So it's going to be Shaman and
Okay.
that you have to take out.
Okay.
Okay,
I
here
think.
there is a little
Yeah, it can
difference.
change.
Now that you guys brought that up,
Mm-hmm.
there is a little difference in the summons unique.
Oh.
So the summoned unique, if the summoned Tusken Raider is defeated while another Tusken ally is active, summon a Tusken Raider.
Okay.
So it's not a revive mechanic.
Okay.
So you can't just take in. Because my big thing of this, I don't know what's stopping Boba from soloing this team.
Yeah, he probably would be a good counter. Sure.
I think this team's going to slap I've heard rumors of like people having really, really good Tusken Raiders, actually putting them in TW boards and actually getting holds. So if you invest heavily, this team may be pretty good, but it's like who really wants to invest heavily into these guys?
Is this like JMK Cat Lead Tusken Raiders?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Yeah.
This is a comedy.
Yeah, in Territory
Lord
War.
Vader, Maul, and 3 Tusken Raiders.
So this is a you have 4 people on your team. I don't know. I feel like you would just stick this on defense and make it the other person's problem.
That's what I would do.
So, yeah. So do you guys think that you do have to kill both raiders at the same time,
No.
or that if you get it down to just the 2 of them, when one dies, it'll stop reviving or summoning?
I think
you get to kill the active one.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
kill the original Raider. I think that's right.
If you kill
But
the other
you-
one, he'll just keep getting resummoned.
It's similar to Iden. You see how you have to kill the rest of the team,
Mhm.
and then you get to kill Iden, and then she's gone. But if you still have other troopers out there, she's going to be popping up.
Or like with
But see,
Geos, you kill the brute and then you can't summon back the alpha, or whatever. You can't summon back the
Yeah, because
summon
if
Geo.
you leave the brute alone, he'll just disappear.
Yeah.
But see, Raider says if another Tusken ally is active, then he revives. So if
Yeah.
you have
Okay.
the summoned Tusken Raider still active,
That-
then the OG one will revive.
Well, and like this is why it's confusing, because you're getting 3 speed for each living ally. So if you're counting the summon to get 12 speed, then you should count the summon as a Tusken ally being active for you to revive.
Yeah.
Right?
So I think you do have to kill both at the same time.
Or just anti-revive it.
Right.
Yes,
Just annihilate it, rocket it, do something.
But it depends if it's the same Tusken that's coming in.
Well, because you won't be able to kill the summon one, but you'll be able to kill the main one because it's a revive for him.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
So you'll have to keep track of which one is the main one and which one is the summon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't accidentally.
Well, it's
keep
like
killing-
in Malevolence battles, I always am keeping track of which one's like their main vulture droid and which one's the summoned ones.
I never keep track.
Oh man.
I'm always
You can
like,
click
I
on
think it was
them.
this
I learned
one.
that like 2 weeks ago.
You can click
You
on
can
them?
click on
For reals?
yeah, if you click on them, it'll show you to summon. I did it for the first time today.
No
No
friggin'
way.
way.
Yeah, it'll say right in bold letters below it, summon.
Oh, I've got to do that.
Wow.
That's one of the worst feelings when you don't know which one it is. You're like, please let it be this one.
Yeah.
For real.
I know because I didn't know, and people told me on stream like, Calvin, just click on the vulture drive. Like, oh, you can do that.
Yeah. You can.
It's awesome.
Very nice. Very nice.
All
There
right.
is something I don't like about this though.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yes.
A lot of people don't like that we have separate Omicrons, the TW, GAC, the TB. Now we even got even more
More of a
split
divide.
with 3v3
Yes.
and 5v5. Like
Yeah.
that's really gonna tough. I'm gonna take the generic ones over 3v3 almost every time because I can use it in both
Right.
GACs.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, like the easiest way to fix that, honestly, would have been in this case just to make it that if there are 3 Tuskens on the team, then you summon, like, to make it that way instead of all allies being Tusken.
I'll
But
cut the
Or
price
just
in
say
half.
all allies.
yeah, cut
Just
the
say
price.
all allies.
But there's only
That's what I like about
3.
the TB ones. Like you get to use it 4 times, and you
Yeah.
get to use GAC 12 times. It should be 1/3 the cost. But
Right.
that's a completely
Right.
different topic again.
So this is my biggest gripe with this, and why I think this is a horrible update. Because what we're reading should just be a Zeta,
Mm-hmm.
and then have something small added. Like for this, Tuskens already are horrible. So
Yes.
to make them kind of like a Geonosian faction with this whole summoned type deal
Mm-hmm.
is cool. But
Right.
now you're saying that they're still going to be horrible in the rest of the game. Like Geonosians aren't even a top tier in any part of the game, but they're decent. They're like a good C or B squad. That's exactly what this could be, just with this unique.
I'm
Just
not
a
even mad.
PRC squad.
I
I'm not
agree. I
even-
agree with you. It should have been a Zeta.
Mhm.
But even if it wasn't, even if it's still an Omicron, the thing that gets me mad, it's like you're already getting a limited game mode in GAC and you're cutting it down
Exactly.
in half.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the part that gets me mad. And they can still have it the same thing in 5v5, take away the
Why not?
3v3 clause.
Exactly.
What's
Why
worse,
not?
you're still going to use it more than use a TW Omicron.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That was so sad.
That's what's worse.
that's true. Oh man. Yeah. No,
But
I
this
don't
is
like
like
the
if
divide
they-
either.
Yeah, this is like if they took a TW Omicron and said, only when set on defense
Right. Exactly.
will it do this.
Exactly. So, yeah, no. Well, and I mean, the other thing too is like the other Omicrons for Grand Arena, other than obviously Starkiller, aren't changing for 3v3. They're still active. Whether they are,
Exactly.
whether they're more or less effective is up for debate, but they're still there.
Yeah.
Like
This
Qui-Gon's
is so messed
still
up.
Qui-Gon's still gonna work the same. Zam is still gonna work the same. Like, so
Well, Zam's a good one because Zam's not going to be as effective in 3v3.
yes, exactly.
But it still exists.
It still
Yes,
exists.
right.
And they could have had
You
the
can
same
still
thing
have a
but
chance.
reverse with Tuskens.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
question then, and I'm totally stealing this idea from our server. I think it was Pico who posted it. I can't remember, but totally stealing it. What if they release more Tuskens in game so now we can have 5? Do they make this a 5v5 Omicron and reverse it?
I hope
They'll
so.
probably just make one of the new Tuskens have a TW Omicron and be like, this is what we want them for.
Cal?
Do we not have 5 Tuskens right now?
No, we only
Oh,
have
no,
3.
it's 3.
We only have 3.
Book
Only
of Boba
3
Fett definitely
exist?
gave more potential for it, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
You started to give potential for it and then ripped it away from your part.
It's heartbreaking. Spoiler.
Like, oh, guess what? Tuskens are kind of cool. Not.
Not.
I like my Tuskens. I even got my head right here.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm not using this. I'm not putting this on. No way.
I can't believe there are only 3 Tuskens.
Yeah, I went and double checked that and I was like, are there only 3? And then I was like, this makes sense why it's a 3v3 one then.
Now
There's
it
only
makes
3.
sense.
Yeah.
Shaman and Raider.
Yeah. That's
And
it.
I'm really surprised the Scion of Django doesn't have the Tusken tag. Like they could have easily gave us a 4th.
That would have
and
been cool.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
And then give us the female Tusken that trained them.
Mm-hmm.
I would have taken the Chief too, even if Dad Bod Boba wasn't even a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Yep. Yeah, that's a
That
really
would've
good
been
point.
cool.
And then you have
That
a
would've
full
been
team.
Or
And a new
even give,
leader for them to sell.
Mm-hmm.
or even give Tusken Raider the little touch ups. Make him the chief.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Man.
They still might. They retroactively do stuff and adjust kits and stuff.
They could if they wanted to, yeah.
Yeah.
Django got the Separatist tag finally.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They could. They might.
Oh man.
Interesting. Interesting. Good points. He's not the only one to get a unique add-on.
Mm-hmm.
All of the Inquisitors, every single one,
Mm-hmm.
now has a new added unique, Patience. It works similarly to the Imperial Troopers, where they share something among all of them,
Mhm.
but then they each have their own little thing. So now at the start of battle, if all allies are Inquisitorious,
Minimum of
then-
3.
Yeah.
Why do they have a minimum of 3 being for all allies?
I don't know.
Because
I don't
then,
know.
could you not take in, like, an Empire, like Lord Vader, for example? I know you wouldn't do this, but Lord Vader as your leader and 4 Inquisitorious allies? Does that count as
Well, then-
all?
They might
People
do
been doing
prevent
it.
like dumb undersizing stuff.
Ah. Okay, good
So
call.
you can't just do a one-person squad. But I don't know why you would ever do less than 3
Yeah.
Inquisitorious as your entire team. But if all your allies are Inquisitorious, then each Inquisitorius character will gain 20% of their max health, protection, and potency. Whenever Purge is consumed or dispelled on an enemy, then this character gains 3% turn meter.
So that's
Purge,
shared.
yeah. So each of them have this.
And
So
I think
basically, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think I know why they don't made it a minimum of 3, because people have been using Ninth Sister and Eighth Brother together in the Lord Vader squad, and supposedly that squad is really, really nasty. It stops the bounty hunter counter and even other counters as well. It gives them trouble.
So now they're making you remove another key piece from that squad if you want.
And it might have hit their data, but who knows?
Yeah. Interesting.
Now, I think that the gain of turn meter will still happen even if all allies aren't Inquisitorius.
Yeah, I think
Even
so
with a
too.
Different sentence. Question?
That makes
Like, is only the buff to the stats part of if all allies are Inquisitorius?
Yeah, and the purge being dispelled is just on its own type of.
Yeah.
Like if you had a Lord Vader team with Ninth Sister or Ninth Brother and whoever,
right?
With those two, would they still gain the turn meter when purge is consumed?
Right.
If this follows the same suit as Wampa's Omicron reads, then yes. Like if they made it's branched off as a different sentence, then it's not that beginning clause shouldn't apply. But we know how they write these.
Yeah. Logic. Yeah. Do we want to look at all their specific texts? I read these earlier and I was like, I don't even remember what their kits are.
Yeah. Each of them kind of give you a hint as to which kit it was. Do you guys want to read them?
I only remember Fifth Brother, or Eighth Brother, I mean, because he would always gain stealth.
I can go either way. It's a lot, but if you guys want to do it.
I'll blitz through it. We don't have to discuss it much. So Second Sister, marked allies gain defense. Ninth Sister, when she loses taunt, she gains taunt again if an enemy has purge.
Mm-hmm.
So even more of a mega permataunt type deal for her. Seventh Sister, when another ally is critically hit, this character has a 20% chance to gain 100% turn meter.
Oh.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Like a B2.
Yeah.
Hey.
Eighth Brother, if this is the stealthy one.
Yeah.
If they start their turn in stealth, or out of stealth, gain stealth for 3 turns.
Yeah.
If this character is stealth at the start of turn, this character has plus 40% defense, penetration, and offense while stealth.
That's wild.
And then Fifth Brother, when this character uses a special ability, dispel stun on all allies.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
And then they all share the fact that if you hit them, if somebody hits one of these out of turn or attacking out of turn, then you get a stack of purge on you. So,
yes.
Like, there's going to be purge all over the place.
Right. So let's say you got a Jedi Knight Revan Mass Assist.
Mm-hmm.
All of those are attacks out of turn. So each of those enemies will gain a stack of purge, which can't be evaded or resisted.
Yeah.
So these Jedis you're fighting could quickly get their max 6 of purges now that we have this new unique added to each of them.
It's very lore fitting considering the key to hunting Jedi is
to purge them out.
Patience. Have you guys seen the Kenobi trailer?
Oh,
No.
I thought that was a cool tie-in.
I was totally lost. It went over my head.
But the only thing that makes me mad though, it's like the only one that applies to really is the Grand Inquisitor. The rest of these fools just run out and just charge pretty much whatever Jedi they
Oh
see.
man.
That's true.
But I like the tie-in, and it gives me
Me
hope
too.
that we'll eventually get Reva as well. But that's
Ooh,
one kid at
please.
a time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man. I was gonna say, I feel like you would want this on offense if you were to take a full Inquisitor team, so that you could pick and choose what you want.
100%.
But then I also
Yeah.
feel like there's gonna be some guild that's just like, oh, let's set an Inquisitor wall. Like,
I think a lot of guilds will do it in the very, very, very beginning, just because we don't know what
Yeah.
the exact like counter is for it, because there's so many mechanics in this. It is a very complicated team. Like I'm not gonna remember that if I use an AoE and I hit 8th brother and I get purged, and because of that purge, someone gets to use this move and I have my entire team is feared. Like I'm not gonna remember that.
no.
Yeah. And just to screw with you, they should set a 50 character wall of these and put
Different
10 of
leaders.
each different leader.
Mm-hmm.
So then the leader's
that'd
just
be
trying
really
to
annoying.
orchestrate what counters to use. They'll be
Yeah,
like,
because you'd need a
Okay.
different counter. Like, you need 5 counters, theoretically.
I'm just throwing
GTW instructions, Lord Vader, have at it.
And then if you really want to screw with them, you just all change your names to the same name. And
a poor officer.
First brother, second sister.
here's
Oh,
5
man.
different commands on what to use
Oh
at
my
one
goodness. Yeah, no, I'm not. I just feel like, side note, like with this update, I was expecting so much info today. I was like, they have to give us all of this info. And then they're like, oh, here's the unique ability. No information about the Grand Inquisitor event. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
cool.
They're waiting for the 4th, I think. The 4th is coming. And
Yeah.
they want
Oh, May the
something.
4th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
yeah.
And it was hilarious too, because of course, like, I should have factored in the fact that next week is May the 4th, and they would probably do something on May the 4th. And I was like, okay, we're getting a big update today. They have to give us the Conquest character today. We're going to get the Conquest timer today. Conquest starts on Monday. Conquest starts Monday. And they're like, Conquest starts Wednesday. Great. Thanks.
Now, in preparation for 3v3,
Mm-hmm.
again, I mean, this is good, but they don't give any more specifics. Starkiller's unique and Moff Gideon's leader ability
Mm-hmm.
have been reworked to function in 3v3 Grand Arena.
Mm-hmm.
These abilities are changed only for this game mode. All the other game modes, it'll still be
The
for
same.
5 character like Gideon's,
Yeah.
where you have to have a specific 5.
Yeah.
You'll still need that specific 5 in other game modes.
I didn't look at Gideon's for I assume they changed it in game.
Yeah.
But I looked at Starkillers, and it's literally just you have to meet the requirements and not like have multiples of it. So as long as you have 1 in each of those categories, obviously minus 2 of them, like
Sure, but you get to pick which 2 to leave
you get to
out.
pick which 2, which is insane.
It's very flexible. It's very lazy on their part, but at the same time, it leaves a lot of room for theory crafting.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I almost jumped up in my seat when I read this. I'm like, maybe I have a chance to separate my EP and Mara. Now Lord Vader, you gotta get some style with
Yeah.
Starkiller.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
And
It's
even Gideon's looks really cool. I know
Yeah.
Zareth has the Thrawn and Gideon, the Tridian. I always mess up on the name that he put.
Theridian.
Theridian.
Tridian, there you go. But what if you could do that without Thrawn in the mix? That could be very interesting too.
Well, it's a Qui-Gon Jinn counter, like Solo was talking about it earlier. You take in Dark, Gideon, and Stormtrooper, mass this Qui-Gon, he dies. Jedi Anakin wipes your entire team, you revive, and then you kill Jedi Anakin and win. Like it looks significantly more useful in 3v3 than the rest of the game.
Interesting.
I need to gear
you
my
go.
Gideon.
You don't have Gideon yet?
He's like gear 8. He's
What?
purple. He's purple.
It might still work though, to be honest.
Yeah, Mike, revive's the revive.
Yeah.
That's true. A revive is a revive. My dark
How's
is
your dark?
My dark is relic 5 or relic 7. He's relic.
Well, there you go.
You got to get him. He's one of the top plug and plays.
I know. It's fine.
And then there's two other pieces of news here. We've got the Hyperdrive bundle is 50% off.
Yeah.
If you have not bought it yet, which didn't people claim that it was a good value even if you were already in game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And technically
Is this
still
the-
is, yeah.
It
Is
technically
this the first
still
time
is.
it's been 50% off?
No.
No.
No, it's they did it once before.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I
Okay.
can't remember what they did it for. I think they just did it for the sake of doing it. Or was it the game anniversary?
It
I
might have
think
been
it was
a
a
game
game
anniversary.
anniversary.
I know I bought
They-
it.
Not-
They should let us buy it again. I'll take all that.
I know, I would buy it again. I
All
wouldn't
that stuff for relics.
I wouldn't pay full price for it, but I would buy it at 50% off.
Say $50. I'll take that all day.
Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah.
And then here's my favorite part of this entire update. The TIE Echelon is now
Yeah. Yeah.
in fleet battles 4E.
hmm
So that fleet energy I can now finally use instead of gear
hmm
on the two new ships, the two tanks that I'm really stoked about.
Yeah. I'm pretty pumped about this.
Same.
Yeah. This is good. My echelon I've been buying the shards for it in the store, so hopefully this will speed it up. Hopefully.
Yeah. I'm very, very, very curious as to what my getting our ships higher stars, how it'll affect countering Grand Arena, because ship fleets have
Oh
been
my
real hard
gosh.
since the change.
Fleets are the
And
worst.
An Echelon is like a super good ship. You could counter a ton of stuff. So that's the first
Yeah.
one I'm going to go for.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Then we'll see if I get around to the Resistance one, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
think the Resistance one's going to be a dark horse sleeper. I think it's going to be an awesome ship.
The only thing with that one is it's still going to be my backup squad. So it's
I
like
need that backup squad. If
I
I,
need-
had that backup squad tonight, I would have full cleared.
I need that
Oh, I
backup
know
squad
that
too.
was tough.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean it's the weirdest thing being at a disadvantage by not having Radis. Like it's really weird.
Yeah.
That's yeah. That's the biggest thing is not having nine capital ships now, and you're like, I need all 9,
Yes.
and I need all of these ships that are quote unquote useless.
Right. Even though I don't want Mace and I don't want Tarkin,
Mm-hmm.
give me a duplicate, please.
Yeah, I will take 2 finalizer fleets, please.
Yes, please.
The finalizer
On-
fleet is fun though.
It is. It is. Yes, I very much like the final one.
Mm-hmm.
On to our game for this week.
Yeah,
We're going to play Whose Kit Is It?
which is your guys' game. This is from your pod.
Yes. You guys
Yes.
are welcome to take over.
Yeah, take over.
Go for it, Calvin.
I'm super excited. This is like pretty much the highlight of our podcast, and it really combines everything that me and Tilo love about the game and about kits and stuff like that. So basically, for anyone who hasn't played it before, we call it Whose Kit Is It Anyways? And so when it's just 2 people, or in this case, we're going to kind of be tag teaming this. Me and Tilo are going to be against Sarah and Sergi. How it's going to work is I'm going to give, this is exactly how it's going to go. I'm going to give Sarah a kit description. I'm not going to tell her the faction. Not going to tell her the character. Not going to tell her
You're gonna give
any
me
more
the
specifics.
You're gonna give me the name of the ability?
No,
The description.
Oh, wait. So is this the whole kit or just one ability?
just one ability.
Okay. Got it.
And the only real rule is you can't pick a either super new character or a completely irrelevant character like Gamguard. So, or like Fifth Brother would also be off the list.
Yeah.
Sergi's already having to rethink what he wants to do.
Well,
He's going to give me Ugnut. Watch.
Mob Enforcer.
You guys
So
are welcome to
real
do
practical
irrelevant.
example.
Yeah.
Our last podcast that we did, and I'm going to spoil it if you didn't see it, so apologies. Tilo's for me was he looked up an ability and he said, Calvin, deal physical damage to target enemy with a 45% chance for all allies to recover 6% of this character's max health. And then from there was on me to know which character's ability this was. And that was Barris's basic.
That's Barris's basic?
And
Yes.
he got it too. Calvin's a go.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Okay.
Y'all can go obscure for me. I think I'm gonna be good at this game.
I'm gonna be
All right,
terrible.
I got this.
I'm gonna be terrible.
I
at
think
this.
I got you.
this.
I got
I
a
think
good one for you.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, okay. So we are you guys ready to start?
Yeah.
Yes.
I gotta pull the game up. I'm gonna do it on my phone because I realize if I do it on my computer, you guys might cheat and see what I'm pulling up.
Just be careful. And one thing we're allowing is when you read this kit out, you can censor the faction.
Right.
So, I'm trying to think of a good example here. Like, I wouldn't do this because it's very obvious, but let's say you wanted to read off Qui-Gon Jinn's leadership. Like, you wouldn't tell everyone that it's Jedi allies that are gaining 30 speed. You would just say this faction gains 30 speed, they gain offense equal to 3 times their speed, they gain foresight, etc.
Right.
Oh, and then we also have 2 tries too. So you have 1 try,
Uh-huh.
and then
Wait,
if you mess up, then we give you the faction.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we know like
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's a little help.
okay.
Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's like
No.
Jedi. I'm like, well, that was useless.
Okay, let's go. Who
All
goes
right.
first?
Who's
All right,
going?
so I've got mine for Sarah. Do you want me to give you yours, or do you want to give yours to me?
Whatever you want to do. I got mine too. So
Don't look
Okay,
at
let's
chat.
what?
don't look at chat.
Don't
Oh
look at
yeah, you
chat.
have to close off chat too.
Oh, okay.
They don't
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at it.
Yeah.
Chat's quick.
Oh, you mean chat on YouTube? Got it. I thought you meant our chat. I was like, well, yeah. Duh.
Nobody said anything in there. Yeah, chat on YouTube. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that makes
All right.
sense. Okay.
So Sarah, if you're ready to get ready to read it off for me.
Okay. Deal physical damage to target enemy with a 70% chance to inflict defense down for 3 turns. If the target was already debuffed, ignore their protection.
Ignore protection and defense down. Oh, that's a rough one. There's so few characters that do that, and I can't think of one off the top. Well, I can't. Defense down's a very useful mechanic too. No. I'm thinking. I've thought about Embo and Visas, but both of those, I don't think they apply defense down, do they? I know Embo's definitely doesn't.
I love this game already.
It's really
I like
fun.
Tilo's faces.
I know.
I like Tilo's faces.
I think I know.
I think I know what it is too.
Defense down. Kanan does defense down, but he doesn't. No, he does offense down. Yeah, I don't like this.
I'm sorry, Calvin.
No, you're good.
I feel like karma's gonna get me.
Dooku goes underneath protection as well, but he doesn't apply defense down. Sith Assassin does, but she doesn't do defense down. Yeah, this combo. Can you read it again one more time?
Yeah, so deal physical damage to target enemy with a 70% chance to inflict defense down for 3 turns. If the target was already debuffed, ignore their protection. I'm so proud of myself. For now, until I get stumped.
It's not even my turn. I'm rethinking my life right now.
Okay. This is a single target attack, right?
You mean
This isn't like
it's
like
not?
is it deal damage to the target enemy or to all enemies?
Oh, it's a single target. Yeah. It's not an AoE.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, I'm pretty sure this is wrong, but I'm not gonna sit here forever. Because I think it's only on his AoE, but set. Like,
It's
set.
set. It's his
Yeah,
basic.
good job.
It's his basic.
Yes.
Wow, Calvin.
I only
Empire
remember him
Trooper.
doing on his AoE.
Oh,
But
Sith
okay,
Empire
So
Trooper.
I almost picked his AoE. I did almost pick his AoE. So his AoE, this is why you're thinking of him. His AoE does offense down.
yes, okay, got it. All right, I'm
Oh.
good, Tilo. I got one for us.
I told you, Calvin, go. He's the go to this.
Wow. I am so impressed, and I'm not gonna do good. Okay.
That was good.
That-
That was good.
But I think, okay, just a side comment here. I think your pick was perfect though, because you picked a relevant character,
Right.
but you didn't pick something like super useless. Like Set is a very useful character.
Right.
Yeah.
We use him every single GC. All right, so I need to pull mine up.
Oh man, I'm so scared. I'm so bad at knowing what characters do. Like the amount of times when I'm doing a Grand Arena, I'm like, what do you do?
Yeah,
So
who
I
picked
have
these
this-
teams?
What? Oh yeah.
Who picked these teams?
I feel betrayed.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Deal physical damage to target enemy
Mhm.
and inflict damage over time for 3 turns. If they were already, oh, this is actually very similar to yours. If they were already debuffed, deal damage again.
Okay.
So basically, there's 2 things, or 3 things. Physical damage, it puts a dot out for 3 turns, and if they were already debuffed, deal damage again.
Okay. I have my gut. Oh, this might be wrong. My gut wants to say Canderous. I don't even know what Canderous does. I just know that.
Nobody say anything.
So is that guess one? Let's guess one.
No, I'll let her take it back if she wants to. But is that your final answer?
Well, I feel like I'm wrong.
I kind of have a poker face, but you do you.
Oh my goodness. Tilo and Sir G do not have poker faces.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, read it
I
again.
figured that was guess one.
All right, I'll read it again.
I'll be more coy.
Deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict damage over time for 3 turns. If
Okay.
they're already debuffed, deal damage again. So again, 3 things. You're doing damage,
Yep.
you're putting out a dot for 3 turns,
Yep.
and if they were already debuffed, deal damage again. So it's actually very similar to yours. It does damage, it deals a debuff, and if they are already debuffed, it does something else,
Okay.
which is kind of funny.
Vader does dots, but not with his basic. And he doesn't deal damage again with any of his other moves, I'm pretty sure. Wampa doesn't.
I'm always afraid too that we're eventually going to get an ability that's identical, and the person's going to get the other one.
Yeah.
That has yet to happen.
Is there abilities like that?
I think some basics that just remove stuff, they are.
Mhm.
I think so.
Oh man. We're counting Canderous as my first guess, right?
We can if
think
you
so.
if we counted your first guess, then I get to give you a hint.
I assumed we were because of the obvious face that Sir G made as soon as I said
Yeah,
it.
I was very reactive.
Okay. Well, we'll count Candace as your first one. So you get a hint now.
Okay.
And this is actually kind of dirty because Candace is this. It's a Mandalorian.
Okay, because okay, so that makes my second guess my gut instinct. But is it Maul?
No.
God damn it! Who is
It was
it?
Bam.
Beskar Mando.
That's his basic.
That's
Oh,
his
good.
basic?
Yep.
Yep.
I never use him.
This has been kind of my like dirty strategy too, is to use really popular characters, but use them for a reason that nobody thinks about.
I
Tilo
never
was mine for you last time.
I never
No,
use
that was so hard.
he okay, I should say I use him, but he's always on defense, so I actually have no idea. I'm like, you have whistling birds. Here you go.
Damage immunity.
The damage twice is that can throw you a curveball because you don't see the animation.
Yeah, it just deals damage
Oh.
twice.
I didn't realize that you don't see the animation for him. That's tricky.
It looks like he only attacks once.
Oh.
It's really nice if you use Bam under Maul because he's pretty much your target's pretty much constantly debuffed because of Candace in there, so you deal a ton of damage. But anyways,
Hey, I got one
Alright,
for you,
Tilo.
Tilo.
All right, I'm
Bring us
ready
home.
for it. Let's go.
Man.
Okay. This character deal physical damage to target enemy and dispel all buffs on them. This character recovers 20% of their max health if any buffs were dispelled this way.
Oh, son of a gun.
I'm gonna put myself on mute, otherwise I'm gonna start.
He didn't have way through his sentence too.
Ah.
Oh man, say it one more time, please.
Yeah, sure. Deal physical damage to target enemy and dispel all buffs on them. This character recovers 20% of their max health if any buffs were dispelled this way.
She's Vader, Boba.
I want to look it up because I'm
trying to see who eats debuffs. So Fulcrum eats debuffs, but that's her own. Vader does or you said buffs or debuffs?
Dispel all buffs.
Buffs. Okay, so not Vader. Say it one more time. I think I have an idea who.
Deal physical damage to target enemy and dispel all buffs on them. This character recovers 20% of their max health if any buffs were dispelled this way.
Is it Nihilus? Final answer.
It is not.
Son of a gun. Okay.
Okay, so now I give the faction.
Yes. Preferably
Okay.
the most popular of the two, or three, or whatever. Or sorry, not the most popular, the most useful, like the least amount of characters, like I did with Sarah. I didn't give her Scoundrel.
right.
Oh. Okay.
He was about to give me Scoundrel. I would have been so sad.
No.
Bad
I
rebel.
was going to say separatist, but they are also Geonosian.
Oh my gosh, I'm still don't
I guess
get
that
it.
works.
Wow.
I was going to say separatist, which isn't too broad, but
Of course it's a Geo. I got all these dudes G12. Haven't looked at them. To be honest, I don't even use them in GAC. Oh my gosh. Is it Spy?
it is not. It is
Son of a
Sunfac.
gun.
Sunfac's
Oh, he
basic.
does dispel. All right, my bad, Calvin. I failed right there.
If it makes you feel better, I would not have gotten that. I would not have gotten that on the first try. Definitely not. I was thinking, if I had to guess, I think I would have gone with Plo Koon.
I was gonna guess Ahsoka.
That was a hard one. All right.
That was a hard one.
Man.
That was very hard.
All right.
Still kind of relevant.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
he fits
Yeah.
the bill. He fits the
No,
bill.
it's relevant for a lot of people. It just ain't relevant to me.
Okay,
Hey,
I'm ready.
so you guys, you're looking to tie? Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
No. All
Oh,
right, let's go.
no
We might have
pressure.
to- if we tie, we might have to bust one open from the Discord. All right, I got a basic for you. Art.
You don't say that, Tilo.
Not bad. Oh man. I meant to say an ability for you. Okay.
Next thing he's gonna say is like, "With Jedi Master Kenobi uses his basic."
Okay.
I'm good. I'm just
Oh,
crying
my
a little bit. It's good.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness. Dying.
All right. All right. Deal physical damage to target enemy. If it's Blank's turn, he also gains advantage for 2 turns. This attack ignores defense. I gotta wipe out these tears.
Oh crap. Let's see. If it's their turn, the attack ignores defense. Read it again.
All right, now I can actually see. Deal physical damage to target enemy. If it's blank's turn, he also gains advantage for 2 turns. This attack ignores defense.
Okay. I feel like it might be a first order. Deal damage. Gain advantage for 2 turns. Attack ignores defense.
We should have did phone a friend too. I could have
Yeah.
used that. Calvin do it too.
Okay, I'm gonna say Phasma.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Nope.
No. Okay. What's the faction?
Scoundrel. No, I'm just playing with you. It is. Oh gosh, the other one's not even that bad either. Smuggler. It's scoundrel or
Oh,
smuggler.
that narrows it down more. That does narrow it down more.
Smuggler. Read the ability again.
Okay. Deal physical damage to target enemy if blank's turn or if it's blank's turn. He also gains advantage for 2 turns. This attack ignores defense.
Oh, good. That does help a lot. Okay. But I guess I can't go and look up the character without reading the kit. Okay. I think that it is going to be Vandor Chewy.
You got it.
Whoa!
Got
Yeah.
my Relic 5.
And as we all know, it's his basic.
Yeah. Good. Okay,
Oh,
we tied
man.
it up.
Oh man, that is funny.
Technically 2-1 because you wait. Yeah, you had the hint.
Yeah.
Oh, the hint is a negative.
Well,
counts as 1 point?
You get 2 points instead of 1. Yeah, if you don't have the hint.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Mm.
But it's okay.
I was a Scottie Pippen to your Michael Jordan today. Calvin, let's go.
Oh,
I'm really glad I got that one.
So,
Me
Good
too.
game.
Me too.
like, how much time now do you spend studying kits?
Oh, no more than usual. We're gonna have to come out with a deal of when we're gonna allow each other to use the Inquisitors because, gosh, those guys are a mess.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what
Yeah.
you do with Purge. Like, that's gonna give it away immediately.
And if you
Like,
still
yours
do
is
that,
Tricky, Tilo. You put advantage in there in a character that isn't first order.
I was like,
Right.
should I save this one for Calvin? But I was like, ah.
That was good. That was good.
That was good. Oh,
I like that
man.
game. I want to play it again.
Yeah, it's fun.
But we can move on. Which brings us to our I Love You, I Know segment. We know it's easy to get jaded by this game, but there's a reason why we're still playing it after 6 years. So each show we like to talk about what we've enjoyed over the past week or two of Galaxy of Heroes. Let's start with Tilo and Calvin. What have you guys enjoyed over the last week or two?
For me, it's GAC, and especially the announcement of 3v3. I'm excited to kind of spice things up and really just something new.
Cool.
It's been a while since it's been back, so
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Calvin is
What about
unprepared.
you, Calvin?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Tilo, I think. The announcement of 3v3 coming back. I don't love it as much as I enjoy 5v5, but without a new relevant GC Omicron, like it's been I think almost 2 months now since we got Wampa. GC was getting just slightly stale for me there. And 3v3s is always a nice way to change it up.
True.
Mhm.
True.
Good point.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Whatever.
Sergi's not excited about 3v3.
Tell us how you really
No.
feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do agree it was getting kind of stale. I'm okay with it this time. I'll do it one more time. And then let's do another 5 months of 5v5.
I could do with a better ratio than the 1v1. Like I would definitely like a 2 or a 3 to 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
3
Yeah.
to 1 would be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
agree. What about you, Sarah?
I finally finished my bounty hunters. I finished Mando and Grief. So
Nice.
hence why I spent 4,800 crystals right before Grand Arena Lock. I was like, go! So yeah, now I have a fully functioning, actually like 2 technically. I've used 2 bounty hunter teams in Grand Arena battles rounds before. So it's fantastic. Love it. Love them. I'm so upset that I slept on them for so long.
They're an awesome pair.
Oh.
And I gotta say that last 2 hours of GAC lock has to be one of the most like craziest time. I know, especially for me. I wonder how much CG makes after those last 2 hours. It must be a lot.
I was like, I gotta gear you. I need to take you to up at least to Relic 5 because Relic 5 is the new Gear 12. And I was like, so
You always see the guild chat. This character's been relic. This one. Always in that last hour.
Yep. I did them, and then I also took Ray to Relic 8 right before Grand Arena Lock 2. I was like, done.
That's an awesome mate.
No more crystals. So yeah. What about you, Sergi? What are you liking? Not 3v3.
Yeah, no, Grand Arena was horrible this last week. I came in last. I'm still in Kyber 1, though. I'm still above that little bubble.
It's
But
good.
it was horrible. Yep, that's what I hated this week. Oh, this is the I love you.
Yeah, this is the positive segment.
Sorry about that.
Whoopsies.
No. What I did enjoy is that I got Star Killer. I got all the requirements and have a 7-star Star Killer.
Nice.
I don't have the gear needed, but I'm still happy I have him.
Because they all went to his requirements.
Yes, and to Dad Bod Boba,
Mm-hmm.
who I now have Relic 5.
I have him at Relic 5 too.
Me too.
So I got to use him in the Dark TB we just did.
Yeah.
And it was fun. I still didn't 4 out of 4 the final wave of the Phase 4,
Yeah.
but still, using his special every turn, and then he gains turn meter from getting critical hits.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. Like just AoE, AoE, AoE,
Oh man.
and I gotta wait.
That's why I really like him with BAM. It helps get those whistling birds up really, really effective.
That's a good point. Good.
Yeah, and then even more turn meter gain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And other than that guy is not the greatest though.
Yeah, no. I did use him last Territory War, so like a week and a bit ago, to take out a Lord Vader team, and that was fun. Like, that was really fun. So.
I gotta stop,
Okay.
but I pretty much beat the tar out of him every single time JC comes. I'm like, this character sucks. Like,
Oh.
outside of Territory Wars, he doesn't do anything.
I don't think I've ever seen him. Well, I think I've maybe seen him once on defense in Grand Arena.
He always, not always, but probably every other round, he's either thrown in on a dash or a BAM team, and I'll take in my like Gear 11 Aura and Gear 12 Bounty Hunters, and he'll AoE twice, and everyone will still be standing. I'm like, you do nothing.
That's
Way
that's
to
why
crush
for-
my hopes and dreams.
why for the
Sorry.
BAM squad,
I have not been impressed by him at all. And in GC, Territory Wars, he does very good things.
that's why he's just a facilitator for on the BAM squad, just for the birds. But he does put in some work against Lord Vader too. That's like the only 2 spots.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
In Territory War, yeah.
In GAC too, though.
Oh, and GC
because
too, you can use them there too?
He's got bonus on his basic, but that's all you can do. Don't do any other specials. Just do his basic.
Basic only. Oh, man. Oh.
Sorry to poop on your guys' parade.
Yeah, that's okay.
Intentional.
That's okay. I'm sure I'll find out.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Onto the rank and file. Last episode,
Mm-hmm.
Executor was at 87% of rank 1 leaders. Now
I'll move this because no one can see it.
he is at 89% of rank 1 leaders.
That's insane.
89% is Executor for ships of the people at first.
Mhm.
And then last episode, we started doing the top 10 teams.
Right,
And it
rank
was at
1.
70. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 78% of top 10 teams were Executor. Now it's 81% of top 10 teams are
That's-
Executor.
That's so sad.
Yep. It's pretty crazy.
So sad.
Pretty crazy.
How much crystals was that? That had to be so much crystals for everybody to get to
Oh.
7 stars.
Real.
Has anyone able to be no words? Has anyone been able to get it to 7 stars without spending crystals? Like, have we reached that time period
No.
now?
We have not.
No.
We have
Oh,
not.
that's rough, man.
No.
That's so
I
rough.
don't even know
We
if we're
have-
halfway.
It'll be next year.
Yeah, because the first
That's
event,
disgusting.
the first event was in October or November, one of those two. I'm pretty sure it was October because I think I got him in November. But even then, you only get 10 every time it comes back. So between, like, that's not very many blueprints.
I made the push to 5 a couple months ago. So spent a couple thousand then. And then just this last time I spent 7,000 or 8,000 crystals to get him 7-star. So it's at least 8 to 10 months away before anyone can have him 7-star naturally.
I don't even know how you do that. Like, I feel like your crystal income would take such a hit.
Yeah, I don't know if it's ever been that, like, obviously, you know, they want to make money, they want people to spend their they want people to spend their crystals, but at the same time, it just nothing else or at least nothing else recently has been that long of a farm.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, you can get a galactic legend faster than you can get that if your goal just isn't to spend crystals.
Mhm.
That is a really long time.
Yeah.
For an OP meta that,
It is very good. Yeah, it's worth the crystals, but it stands out.
Mhm.
right. Well, I'm saying that you're severely punished if you do not
Yeah.
succumb to the
Yes.
Yeah.
paying and getting the 7-star
Yeah.
Executor.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Which a year from now, when people will naturally get it, if that for sure by then they will have come out with something else to make it irrelevant.
I would not be surprised if the exact date or the exact month
Mhm.
that a person gets without crystals is when the new one is released.
So
It wouldn't shock me if that was the cycle, that it goes whatever it is, 18 months or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it just restarts.
Yeah.
I can
Oh.
already see the meme. Emotional damage.
Oh man. Yeah.
And last but not least, let's head to Uncle Owen's moisture farm to talk about who and what we're currently farming in game. Because everyone knows work comes before going to Tashi Station to pick up power converters. I finished my farms for Starkiller. So now I'm farming gear. And we'll be pushing hard for the Star Fortress and the Echelon.
I
I'm
like it.
excited about these ships.
Is that the only I mean other than the Inquisitors,
Yes.
that's the only stuff left for you?
Yes.
Nice.
Character wise, I'm all done.
Nice. Tilo, Calvin, what are you guys working on?
For me, it's going to be finishing up my Star Killer squad because I'm in the same boat. I got Star Killer. He's relicked up, ready to go this week. But I need Visas. Visas is at G12. Need her to get G13, but it's not a super big priority for me right now. I'm just picking up little pieces here and there. Nihilus is on my short-term list. I want Nihilus to get G13 just because there's tons of counters now, especially to teams like Dash and all sorts of other stuff. Nihilus is super useful right now. And I've transitioned from the Star Killer farms to the Lord Vader farms. So I'm doing that, but one of the big things that was holding me back was Bad Batch. But I kind of figured I would farm my Star Killer first, and hopefully they would kind of accelerate the Bad Batch, and they did. So it worked out pretty good for me. I should have a 7-star hunter within the week, and then it's Tech, and then I already had a 7-star record because he was on the same shard as the ship. I forget what ship it was. So I feel good. I'm gonna have that team, and that's gonna be a super big help for GAC.
Awesome. What about you, Calvin?
Mine's super lame. So I am currently, I hate this too. I'm currently farming Lord Vader tickets, which means I'm really locked to dark side nodes, and everything I want right now is light side. Everything I want except Second Sister, and there's so Second Sister for character, and then I want Emperor Shuttle for fleet, as well as I am farming the 2 other tanks as well, the TIE Echelon and the Star Fortress. I don't have Rey, so my Radis is a burner fleet, but I still, if I'm going to eventually go after it, I'm going to want that ship 7 stars for sure. So I'm doing it anyways now. And I guess I am on Cantina. I'm doing Talon as well, just so I can eventually get to Star Killer. But I think what's really going to hold me back is Mara Jade being on a light side node, and I had to stop for I think around a month.
Oh, that hurts.
It's brutal, man. It's why my Fennec is still 6 stars. Between farming for C and farming for Lord Vader, I have not been able to farm her since she was released.
Oh, that hurts so much. That's not fun.
Which is also might be why I don't like Dad Balboa, because I don't even have Fennec, who is
that's why
universally agreed as the best.
Fennec is awesome.
Fennec is awesome.
Oh man, that sucks.
One day.
But you'll have Lord Vader, so
I do, and he's done stuff for me now, but he really needs his ultimate.
Oh man. I am farming gear. Well, I'm farming like the Second Sister for her ship, and then the TIE Echelon and the Star Fortress. But otherwise, it's gear for Biston and Scarif Rebel Pathfinder.
Dun dun dun.
Because I need a better Rebel fleet. Yeah, it is a sad day. I am purposely I'm purposely holding off on my Lord Vader farm because fleets are absolutely destroying me right now. It's pathetic how bad I am at fleets. So
I'm right there with you.
I'm like, I can't remember if it was two matches ago. It took me 4 tries, like 4 fleets to kill an Executor. I used thank God I one-shot the other 2 fleets, or I wouldn't have cleared.
That's tough.
Yeah. I was like, this is not my day. So Rebel fleet's gotta get some love. And then I think I'm gonna go to Bad Batch because they're accelerated now. So
how much Carbantes do you have saved up?
Like 150, not even. It's rough. Man.
I got 4.
No, I'm talking for Scarif Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because he's gonna.
I was thinking Bad Batch.
That too.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even want to look at what they need.
Too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Just know you can never have too many. You see it pop up in your guild store.
Oh.
It's a good buy.
I buy it every time. Anywhere I see it, I'm like, mine. Thank you.
Well, thanks for joining us, Calvin and Tilo.
Yeah, that was fun.
Everyone go check out their show.
Yeah.
What, you guys recorded it on Mondays, right? And stream it on Twitch?
We stream it on my Twitch channel, Calvin_awesome on Twitch at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you can catch the podcast outside of that on both Spotify and iTunes. Just look up The Mad Awesome Show.
Nice. Good plug.
Awesome show.
Awesome, guys.
Well, that